Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will boot it away to start the game. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Vanderbilt's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When this offense comes up, first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Liberty's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And the Flames line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. There he goes! Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And now they've moved into the red zone. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Flames line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. The give. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Swings it out to the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Flames!
That's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Casey. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Commodores will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's talk a little about Liberty. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, But high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Caught in the backfield. It's Lanier. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Lets it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner will be dragged down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Keep trying them.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's Casey. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Fowler. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands. So
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
it's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Makes one man miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback may change this route. Caught in the backfield, it's Quinn. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep. Now facing a 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it again. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The give is to Williams. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. And the returner goes down.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Unleashes one. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Commodores want to move quickly.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. This defense was put in an awful position. If they can get a stop on third down, a huge win to force the field goal. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And that is the final play of the quarter. And guys, Liberty has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Andrews. Finds his big tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Flames are on the move. Wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. To the air, it's Andrews. Pressure coming. Takes the easy one to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Flames, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Commodores want to crank their tempo. They're going to run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Casey. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.